Hello, welcome to the Data Management online course for this fall 2018. I'm your teacher, Lisa Davies, and you can call me Lisa in this course. It just makes it a whole lot easier for communication, and we'll talk a little bit more about how we can communicate back and forth as I go on. So I wanted to just make you this short video just to get you started and make sure everybody's on the right track to begin with. I've been teaching data management online for several years now, so I'd like to sort of give you a little bit of advice to get you started on the right track and make sure that everybody understands how to be successful in a course like this. Whether or not you've taken an online learning or e-learning course in the past, I think it's really important that you pay attention to everything that I'm about to tell you, because I do things a little bit differently than maybe your previous teacher might have had things set up. So we're looking at our course homepage, and right now I have it set up for the first day of school with a little bit of a welcome banner. It may look different on your PC desktop or your laptop. They're trying to make everything uniform. And I'm using my iPad right now, and you can see that things are a little bit messed up at the top here. The top area of the web page is called the dashboard, and the dashboard contains all of the tools that you need to navigate through the course. We're not going to be using that a whole lot, because what I've tried to do is put everything on the front page so that you don't have to go looking for anything. Everything that you need is on the home page, and you can access it all by clicking on something on the home page, and you don't have to go into the rest of the D2L course. The only thing that you may need to access in the dashboard is the Resources tab. Not sure if I can press on it here or not. There's a couple things in the Resources tab that you may want to use. One of them is your locker. And again, I'll provide you with the instructions for how to get there when you need to get there. The other thing that you might want to use there is the checklist. And I've included a checklist for Unit 1 in the Resources tab, so that at the end of that unit, you know that you've done everything that you're required to do for marks. We'll talk about that a little bit later too. So if we scroll down, you'll see that I have a box on our home page, and we call these boxes widgets. Not that that's all that important, but here's our widget for announcements, and I've just got a little welcoming announcement there. And the really important part for you to take away from reading that paragraph is that I do not want you to use the coursework section of this web page. I want you to use the calendar that you'll find just a little bit further down on the web page, and I'll explain to you how I've organized the course. And if you're going to go into the coursework and start looking for stuff there, it's going to take you down a path that you don't want to go. You're going to end up doing a lot more extra work, and you're going to find some assignments in there that we don't use anymore, and that kind of stuff. That stuff has to be there because I need to be able to pull from some of it, and so it's an all or nothing thing for me. I have to download the whole course and have all that content there, or nothing. But that's there for my use, and I don't want you guys going in there because it's going to make it a little bit more confusing. So let's have a look down here at the coursework box or widget, and what you're going to find there is a calendar, and it's set up on a Google Calendar. And so here's the very first Google Calendar entry, and that's set up on Monday, which I know is the holiday, but that's just a welcome message explaining how things work. And if you click on these calendar entries, which I'm trying to do right now, and the iPad's not letting me, it will open it up, and you can see the instructions for each day. So how this is set up is each day on the calendar, you're going to log in, you're going to come into the course, go straight to the calendar, and you're going to click, if it's Tuesday, September 4th, you're going to click on Day 1, Lesson 1, and it's going to tell you what you need to do on that particular day. Just like if you walked into your regular classroom and your teacher gave you a lesson and then said, okay, here's your homework, that's how it works in this course. So the only thing that you need to do each day is find the calendar, click on the entry for that date, and see what you're supposed to do. And by the end of that day, make sure that you've completed all that work. Please don't go anywhere else in the course content. It's just going to make things confusing. All the links are here. If you have to write a quiz, there's a link for the quiz. If you have to put something in the Dropbox, there's a link for the Dropbox. If you have to watch a video, etc., etc. It's all there. So in September, what I have done is I have stretched things out a little bit because we have students who are joining the course all through the month of September. Somebody can actually still be added to the course on the 28th of September. And so just to give everybody a chance to get caught up and make sure that we're all together by the time that October 1st hits and the course is closed to new students, I've stretched things out a little bit. I put in some catch-up days. We have a PD day at the end of September, and we're going slow through Unit 1. The pace will pick up a little bit in Unit 2 as soon as the month of October starts, and so we'll be moving a little bit faster, so just be prepared for that, okay? So the advice that I can give you to be successful in this course is that you need to log on every day. I check attendance every day. I mark attendance in Trillium every day, and that's going to show up on your report card. So if you're only logging on every 3 or 4 days, then that's logging 3 absences, and by the end of the semester, it's going to show up as like 40 absences on your report card. And you're going to start getting attendance alerts sent out to your school, to your guidance counselor, to your vice principal, to your parents. This is a regular class. I expect you to be in class every day, just like you would in a real class. And so if you're not there, I need to hear from you about why you're missing class, why you're not logging on every day. If you have special circumstances, some people I know are not in school and they're working full-time and they're trying to do an e-learning course on top of it. You need to let me know right away so I know what's going on with you, because the one thing that's going to interfere with your progress or your success in this course is attendance. If you're not logging on regularly, I have strict deadlines. I close quizzes, I close Dropboxes, I close content when that unit ends, and you do not have another chance to get in there and get those marks back. The other thing I want to talk to you about is a category for marks in this course called discussion posts. For discussion posts, it's like a class chat room kind of thing. I'm going to assign you a topic, and it will say, post your comments on this, on this thought or on this statement or that kind of thing. And for every discussion assignment that I give, those are in a category worth 10% of your mark. Every unit, I give you a mark out of 10 on that. Lots of people take 0 out of 10 on that because they just, for some reason, don't do the discussion posts. And then later on in the semester, they will write to me and say, oh, I had no idea they were worth so much of my mark. Why is my mark so low? Can I go back and do them? No, you need to do them when they're assigned, and you need to do all of them if you want to get the 10 out of 10. What you need to do is answer the discussion question that's posted. You need to respond to at least 2 other students in that discussion board. And it doesn't have to be a long one. You can just say, yes, I agree with your thoughts, or, that's a really good point, Bob, or whatever. And you need to show, and I can see the statistics in the web page, that you have read several of the posts from other students in that discussion post. That's the whole point of the communication mark, is that you are conversing with students in our class, and that's the only way we can do it when it's an online course. So if you're not doing that, you're throwing away 10% of your mark right off the top. So I just want to make sure everybody's clear that those discussion posts are worth 10% of your final mark. When you compare it to your midterm, which is 15%, that's a lot. And so you really need to make sure that you're on top of that and you complete them every time I assign them. So these videos have time limits, and I'm going to stop now. I encourage you to email me through D2L, and I will send out an email to everybody so that you know how to get back in touch with me by reply. Whenever you have questions, just fire them at me. That's what I'm here for. I'm online all the time, and I'm here to help. So I hope you enjoy the course, and I look forward to getting to know you this semester.